Hi, I'm Mike, founder of GoodBed. Today we're going to give you our in-depth review of the Buckingham Plush pillow top mattress, which is part of the Serta iComfort Pro collection. Now, if you're interested in Serta iComfort Pro mattresses, we have three phenomenal resources that I want to point you to. Number one, we did an overview of the entire collection in which we described in detail the components, the materials, the construction that are used in these mattresses, both the ones that they have in common, that all 7 of the models in this collection share, as well as the ones that kind of get added as you step up through the line. We also gave you our high-level comfort and feel assessments in that video of each of the 7 models and kind of gave you just a sense of how they compare to one another at just in some of those key comfort characteristics. The second resource I want to point you to is our website, where you can look up any of the 7 models in this collection and get our full assessments, not just the comfort and feel, but really across all the characteristics that we test. So that's another one. No matter what mattress you're interested in this collection, you can look that up on our website and find that information in the most readily usable form. And then, of course, the last resource is this video. In this video, what we did is we took one of their most popular models. In fact, it's the top of the line within this collection, and we pulled it into our testing lab. And we have now conducted our full battery of scientific tests on this mattress, and that's what we're going to be reporting the results of to you in this video. And to the extent that these mattresses do share a lot of common components and construction, I think you will be able to still find this relevant, even if it's one of the other 6 mattresses in this collection that you're really focused on. So now, if you have never seen one of our videos before, the first thing that you need to know about any mattress is that mattresses are highly personal. This means the best mattress for me can be very different from the best one for you, and therefore there's no best mattress. In fact, anytime you see a list of the best mattresses, you can pretty much know that you're on a clickbait website that is not produced by an actual mattress expert. But what you should be focused on when you look at a mattress is what we call the 3 Fs: fit, feel, and features. Fit are the characteristics of the mattress that can be better or worse, but will depend on the person. So meaning, depending on their person's body weight, shape, and sleep position, this mattress will fit one person better than another person. The second set of characteristics is what we call feel, and these are the things that can be better or worse, but only according to your personal preferences. So there's no universal better or worse. And the third set of characteristics are what we call features, and these would be the things that can be universally better or worse, however, may or may not even be a priority for you personally. So that's how we structure all of our testing, as well as all of the reviews that we do. So let's start with fit, since that's what determines to what degree you're going to get the 2 things that absolutely everyone has to get from their mattress, which are proper spinal alignment and adequate pressure relief. In terms of spinal alignment, this Buckingham Plush pillow top has a few things going for it. Number one, it has this zoning. It has the most, in fact, of this zoning characteristic, because every layer of the latex in this mattress is zoned with those pin core holes. That's what gives this mattress its zoning. And you do notice it more. As you step up through the iComfort Pro line, you do notice that there is kind of more pronounced zoning. You get that lumbar support underneath your lumbar when you're on your back. You feel it in your side. It allows your shoulders to get a little bit more into the mattress when you're on your side, which is really important. So we found this to be an excellent fit from a spinal alignment standpoint for like lighter side sleepers, people under 150 pounds. I weigh closer to 200. I still found it to be very good for me. My shoulders could get into the mattress without my hips going too far in. So it was really nice spinal alignment in that respect. And really, I'd feel like it would still be at least good, if not very good, for even the heaviest side sleeper. Back sleepers, also very good spinal alignment. Again, you're going to get the effect of that lumbar support when you're on your back position. That's where it's going to hit you. And that is also really important. So I think that maybe all back sleepers are going to have at least very good spinal alignment, with the possible exception of people over 250 pounds, where we'd still probably say it's good, but it might not be very good, just because since this is all latex, there is a chance that the heaviest sleepers might find that their back support, their heaviest section is just sinking a little further in than they ideally might want it, but still good. And then for stomach sleepers, this is probably the one sleep position that this is not as ideal for, because this is, again, one of the softest mattresses, one of the softest models in the iComfort Pro collection. So in general, stomach sleeper is probably not going to be as ideally suited for a soft mattress like this, but nonetheless, we still felt like it was a very good fit for a light like under 150-pound stomach sleeper. Probably the heaviest stomach sleepers, maybe, you know, pretty good, but not the best. Certainly you would prefer, if you're a heavier stomach sleeper, to be looking at one of the firmer models in this collection. And then from a pressure relief standpoint, this is really going to be a key consideration for side sleepers primarily. If you are a stomach sleeper or a back sleeper, this pressure relief is going to be more than adequate for everybody. There's no reason to think about it even really. But if you are a side sleeper, this is the position in which your body's weight is distributed over the smallest surface area. So it's the one where you're most likely to basically encounter pressure points on a mattress. And in this case, the plushness of not only the upper layers of latex, but also the quilting foam here do add a lot of pressure relief. And also the zoning, because it allows for a little bit more conformance in that shoulder region, for example, does, I think, help as well. So we found the pressure relief to be excellent for the lightest side sleepers, those maybe under 150 pounds, and really still very good for everybody else. All right, so now we're going to get into the second of the 3 F's, feel. And again, these are the things that cannot be better or worse universally. They can only be better or worse for your personal preferences. The first of these characteristics is softness. And if you watch our overview video of the entire collection, the one that we tested in that context was just a smidge softer. We classified that one as a soft. It was at very much the firm end of the soft classification. This one is kind of a little bit firmer, which nudges it down to the kind of soft end of the next classification. So we would call this a medium soft, and we have updated our overall classification of this model accordingly. But what you're going to find is that that medium soft is comprised of a very soft top quilt layer, and combined with the latex below it, which does still have some softness in those top layers of latex, but does overall get firmer and more supportive, and that's what kind of blends out to that medium soft feel. The second feel characteristic is what we call cushioning depth, which is kind of the difference between sleeping in your mattress and sleeping on it. Now, in the past, if you've seen any of our other videos relating to latex mattresses, we often describe it as having a very inherently buoyant feel to it. Latex, kind of just lying on latex, you feel kind of just you're floating on top of it a little bit. And so that feeling is certainly present on this mattress. However, it is also a pillow top. It is also plush. And it also has, uniquely, it has this quilt foam on top, which is not something you see often in mattresses that have this much latex in them. And really all of those types of attributes kind of work together to give it a little bit more of that hugged or cradled sensation that a lot of people also really like. So this is going to be an interesting combination because you are going to get that latex buoyancy, which is more of a floating above your mattress sensation, but you're also going to get that hugged or cradled sensation from the fact that this particular model is a plush pillow top. So on balance, we'd characterize this as slightly deeper than average cushioning on our cushioning depth spectrum, but just know that it's going to be a real hybrid there, and you are still going to get some of that floating above your mattress sensation as well. The next feel characteristic is memory feel, and this is a real easy one because there's no memory foam in this mattress. So if you're looking for a mattress with a lot of that slow melting, sort of like delayed responsiveness that memory foam is known for, you're not going to find any of that on this mattress. There is some quilt foam at the top that is polyurethane, but it is not memory foam, and it still responds pretty quickly. And of course, the latex, which is most of what you feel on this mattress, moves lightning fast. So if you're looking for a mattress that really doesn't have memory feel, this is going to be an ideal choice in that respect. The last feel characteristic is bounce, and this is a mattress that doesn't have any springs. So when we look at the deep bounce, which is kind of like the test is how much bounce does it have if you kind of jump into bed, it's probably not as much as most spring mattresses. In fact, definitely not as much as most spring mattresses because the latex doesn't have quite enough pop to kind of bring your whole weight back up. But there is still a lot of bounce in this material. So in terms of just kind of moving around in bed and things like that, it is a very lively surface. And we do say that overall, it's slightly above average amount of bounce in this mattress. All right, so now we've moved on to the third and final of the 3 F's, which are the features. And these again are the characteristics that can be universally better or worse, however, may or may not be a priority for you personally. The first of these is motion isolation, which is the degree to which someone on, say, this side of the bed will be aware of or disturbed by what's happening over on the other side of the bed. We test this a number of different ways, dropping different types of weights onto the mattress with an accelerometer, and we're looking for how much disturbance is transferred across to the other side of the mattress. And what we generally found is that this mattress does transfer a little bit more than some of the ones that we tested, but overall is still good in terms of motion isolation. The next feature we test is cooling, and this is something that you do hear a lot about in marketing, and you even see some the marketing of this mattress that relates to cooling. However, in our experience, it really only tends to be an issue for a relatively small subset of sleepers who have an inherent tendency to sleep hot. But nonetheless, let me first explain to you what characteristics of this mattress are the reason Serta gives this mattress 3 snowflakes. Number one is this fiber in the cover fabric, which is they call Cool Feel Pro fabric. Essentially, this fabric uses a higher density yarn. It has a yarn that has a higher molecular density in much the same way that a denser material like marble would compare to a less dense material like wood, and in much the same way as that marble would tend to feel inherently cooler to the touch if you, for example, lied down on the marble versus lying down on wood. You would find that this molecular fiber, or this higher density fiber, does feel a little bit cooler to the touch. That's number one. Number two is that the latex in this mattress, at least the top 7 inches of the 13 total inches of latex, is graphite infused. Graphite is a conductor, and the principle there is that that conductor being kind of infused into the latex will help heat that reaches those layers kind of move more effectively through those layers and therefore away from your body. And the third characteristic that Serta talks about when they talk about the cooling of this mattress is just the fact that it uses a lot of latex in its comfort layers. And latex is believed to be kind of just a more breathable foam than some of the other foams commonly used in mattresses. And it also happens to have pin core holes. All latex foam that is used in mattresses has pin core holes, which are essentially, you'll see these later in the video in the materials and construction section, but they are just holes drilled through the latex, and that obviously helps with adding some airflow as well to this mattress. So that's kind of the idea there. Now, in terms of our testing on this front, we do multiple tests to assess the initial cooling, as well as tests to assess the all-night cooling over an 8-hour period, as well as we do multiple types of all-night cooling tests, both to assess kind of how much heat the mattress will effectively retain up near your body, as well as how much moisture will get trapped up near your body. So we do extensive testing on this front, and in fact, in this case, it's not fully complete. So I'm gonna have to refer you to the written version of this review, which is linked to in the description of this video. And by the time you see this video, we will have those results and they will be included in that written review. But in the meantime, what I can tell you is that overall, we would fully expect, based on our knowledge of this type of mattress and how it's constructed, that this mattress will at least be good in terms of its cooling capabilities. The next feature we test is edge support. And you can see here, I'm seated on the edge of the mattress. This is one of the things we look at, is how well does it hold up when your weight is concentrated in this particular way. I've been sitting here for quite a while now. And in fact, my feet aren't even touching the ground. And this mattress edge is still holding up very well. So naturally, we would say that the edge support in this respect is excellent. But we also look at it, of course, when you're lying on the edge of the mattress, because probably functionally that's even more important, since it kind of affects the usable surface area of the mattress. And in that respect, it was also excellent. We just felt like we were well supported right up to the edge of the mattress. And I just want to point out, this is kind of remarkable and maybe a reflection of just kind of the natural support characteristics of latex, because there's no edge support features per se here that are creating this strong edge. It's just the latex itself is a nice supportive material. So edge support on balance, excellent. One feature that's going to be important to some people is the ease of repositioning on a mattress. Some people don't want to be kind of stuck in a hole. This mattress on this front is exceptional. It's so easy to move around. If you're concerned about kind of getting stuck in a sleep position, that will absolutely not be an issue for you on this mattress. The next feature we test is the use of natural materials in the mattress, which for many people amounts to the lack of harmful chemicals. And in this front, there's certainly a lot to like about this mattress. We would obviously point out that the quilt layers here do include polyurethane foam, and there also is 1 inch of polyfoam on the bottom of this mattress. And there, of course, is a little bit of glue between the layers of latex in this mattress. And those features, or those attributes, maybe distinguish it from some of the mattresses that we've tested that are certified organic, or maybe emphasize the natural components a little bit more than this one does. And for that matter, Serta doesn't really lean into the natural aspect of this story. They're really trying to first and foremost design a mattress that is comfortable, supportive, durable, and those things. But in the process of doing those 3 things, they've also used 13 inches of all natural latex in making this mattress, which comprises the vast majority of this mattress. And of course, the foam used in this mattress is certified to the Serta Pure standard. So that means that this is a standard that looks for the presence of and off-gassing of any harmful materials, and certifies that neither are present beyond some minimally acceptable threshold. So even whatever polyfoam there is in this mattress is going to be certified to the Serta Pure standard, but the vast majority of this mattress is 100% natural. So on balance, we would just say that with respect to the use of natural materials or green features, this mattress is certainly very good. The next feature we test is adjustable base compatibility, which is something more and more of our readers are asking us about. And first and foremost, I would tell you that this is for sure a mattress that is adjustable base compatible, meaning the manufacturer has explicitly designed it to be able to bend and flex on an adjustable base. It will not in any way invalidate your warranty to use it in that way, nor should it really cause any damage to your mattress to use it in that way. Latex is inherently a very flexible, bendable material, and that is, again, what is the majority of this mattress. The one thing that can be challenging with regards to adjustable base compatibility for a mattress like this is how thick it is. I mean, this is a 16-inch mattress, so a lot of times we find that the really thick mattresses like this just have a little bit tougher time, especially when we put it to the extreme tests that we do of fully elevating both the head and the foot of the mattress at the same time. This mattress did surprisingly well under those conditions and in that test. So what we would say, obviously it was able to conform to the mattress, to the base, even in that extreme position. The weight of the mattress even holds that position quite well, even when you get off the mattress. Really kind of the one thing that you do find, again, this is a common thing that with any mattress that has quilting, is that there is a little bit of bunching kind of underneath your seat, but you don't notice it when you're actually sitting on the mattress when you elevate it, but you notice it maybe next to you in the space that's unoccupied when you elevate both head and foot to the extreme degree. That quilt can kind of bunch up a little bit, but on balance, we would say adjustable base compatibility here is very good. One more feature that we want to address that we know is very important to a lot of consumers is durability. And in the past, you've seen us assess durability. What we've done is we've essentially used what we know about the materials and construction of the mattress and what we know about how those materials and construction tend to hold up over time to make an assessment of how we expect the mattress will hold up. And by that methodology, we would certainly say our expectations of this mattress are excellent. This mattress predominantly is made of latex, and latex is a very proven material, very durable material. I would say it is, of all the comfort materials used in mattresses today, it is the one with the most proven track record for durability. It has been used for many decades with great success. So that is certainly points very well to it. However, I would also add that I'm glad to say we've progressed leaps and bounds beyond where we used to be in terms of our ability to assess durability. We now have in our lab the ability to simulate 10 years of actual use on the mattress. And with that, we've also been able to assess exactly at various relevant increments how much height loss there will be, how much firmness loss there will be, to really help you understand what to expect throughout the life of the mattress, at least for that 10-year period that you hope to get from this mattress. Now, that obviously is a very destructive set of tests. So we clearly have not done that test yet. We are not going to obviously be filming this video before we run that test. But what I'll tell you is that I can refer you again to the written version of this review, linked to in this video, where you can find, by the time you see this video, you should be able to find the results of our full durability tests there. So if durability is something that's important to you, I would highly recommend clicking the link, checking that information in our written review. Moving on to the 3 things that are going to be important to anyone buying a mattress, and particularly if you're thinking of buying one online: delivery, return policy, and warranty. Let's start with warranty, since that's going to be the same no matter where you buy this mattress. You're going to get a 10-year non-prorated warranty on this mattress. And non-prorated, if you're not familiar with these terms, basically means that if for whatever reason at some point during that 10-year period something goes wrong, a warranty event occurs, you're going to get a replacement mattress in full without any charges to you, no matter how long it's been, even if it's been 9.5 years. So non-prorated is good. The other thing that we always point people to with regards to mattress warranties is the term that defines what is an acceptable sag. In this case, it's 1.5 inches, which is basically industry standard. Frankly, I'm a little surprised that it's not less in this case, because these are such high quality materials that I just can't even imagine this mattress would ever hit 1.5 inches of sag. But nonetheless, that's a standard term, and that's a standard amount used in the industry, especially for quilted mattresses like this one. Moving on to delivery and return policy, these are going to depend on where you buy the mattress. And this is a mattress that you may find in local stores near you. In fact, you can check our website to see if there are any local retailers in your area that carry this mattress. But one place that you can also buy this mattress is from Serta's website. And in the case of Serta's website, from a delivery standpoint, they offer free delivery, and in fact, it's white glove delivery, and that is a huge thing. No matter where you buy this mattress, you're going to want to make sure you have white glove delivery, because this is a heavy mattress. We weighed this mattress. This mattress weighs a little over 200 pounds in a queen size. So obviously either king or California king would be even more than that. You're not going to want to be lifting this mattress by yourself. You're going to want to make sure that that's part of the delivery service, where they bring it all the way up to your bedroom. And in fact, as part of that free delivery service from Serta, they will also remove your old mattress as well as all the packaging that came with this mattress. And in terms of return policy, again, if you buy this mattress directly from Serta's website, they do offer a 120-day trial period. So what that basically means is that if for whatever reason during that 120 days you decide that this just isn't the right mattress for you, you do have the ability to return it to Serta and receive a full refund with no return fees. All right, so now we're going to take a peek at what's actually inside one of these Buckingham Plush pillow top mattresses. But before we do that, I'll just show you, Serta bills this as a 16-inch mattress, and certainly the one we received is every bit of that, if not a little bit more than that. And really you can think about this in a number of ways in terms of how many layers you have here, but we'll just kind of take you through it from the top. In this quilt here, you have basically, for those of you who don't know, a quilt is essentially, you take some foam and you put it between 2 pieces of fabric, and then you kind of sew those 2 pieces of fabric together. And in fact, at various points along the surface of the mattress, they're sewn together again. And so at those points, the foam is really like almost imperceivable. But in between those sewn circles, the foam is allowed to kind of expand and billow up and create these kind of tufts. And that's where it really measures, about 2 inches or so. And inside here, the foam that they have, they call it, it's very like soft quilt foam. They call it Pillow Soft. And in fact, one of them they say has a gel foam in it. You could just see it, it's white, it's a white foam. But this is really just, we talked about how this adds a lot to the feel of the mattress in terms of, especially how it compares to other latex mattresses that we've tested. Then below that is where you have the latex, and there is a lot of latex. 13 total inches of latex, all of which is what they call true response latex. It's also Dunlop latex for the mattress nerds out there who track this stuff. The true response name refers to the pattern of pin core holes in the latex. These are what you call pin core holes. This is something you find in all latex foam that is used in mattresses, you're going to have pin core holes. But these pin core holes are drilled in, or not drilled, actually, they're molded. But they're molded in a particular pattern, and that's what is referred to by the term true response. And that pattern is ultimately what yields the zoning that we talked about earlier in the video. So we could show you from our other videos where we had a whole sheet of the latex exactly what that pattern looks like when you kind of step back from it. But nonetheless, you can see it here at the end of the mattress as well. And of course, if I just kind of like show you this is very quick responding material, not surprisingly, as it is latex. But for those of you who've not seen latex before, you know, you could just see exactly how quick. Looks nothing like what memory foam would look like, as an example, in terms of how it responds and how quickly it responds. A couple other things I would say here. Number one, you could obviously notice there's 7 inches of the graphite infused true response latex. That's why it's gray. Graphite being a conductor, a big part of the reason why you'd include that is that you know, graphite being a conductor allows the heat to hopefully move more efficiently away from your body through these layers. The top 3 of these layers feel a little softer to me than the bottom 4. I don't know for a fact that that's true, but it feels like these are performing a little bit more of a comfort role, and these are performing a little bit more of a transition role, which would make a lot of sense given where they are in the mattress. And then of course, certainly these layers, which are also true response, they also still have the same pin core hole patterns, and it's a 4-inch layer and then a 2-inch layer, and these are certainly firmer latex than what's above here. And that's obviously because they are performing more of a support role. So together, these 7 1-inch layers add up to 7 inches of graphite infused Dunlop latex, and then together these 2 layers add up to 6 inches of kind of traditional Dunlop latex with that true response pin core pattern. And then on the very bottom, you just have a 1-inch layer of polyurethane foam that is just the bottom inch of the mattress, giving this latex something to rest on. And then just one last point I'll make about the insides of this mattress. This latex here is all natural latex, meaning it comes entirely from the sap of a rubber tree. And again, for those who are kind of into the nerdy aspects of mattress shopping, this Dunlop method is one of the 2 most common methods used to make latex foam that is used in mattresses. And it is, of those 2 methods, even more the natural method. So this is a highly natural material, not made with chemicals or anything like that. And so that's pretty much what's inside this mattress. And then of course, all that is wrapped in this cover and this side panel. I'll start with the cover. The cover does have a Cool Feel Pro fabric, that's what they call it. Basically, it's a polyethylene fiber that's used in this fabric that definitely gives it a real palpable coolness to the touch. You'll notice it the second you put your hand on it, or for that matter, the second you lie down on it. It's a real palpable coolness to the touch. Pretty much all this white fabric that you see is that Cool Feel fabric, so you notice it even more in those sections. But it is not exclusively the white fabric. There's a lot of that polyethylene fiber. And that polyethylene fiber, the reason that gives it a coolness to the touch is simply that it is a higher density yarn that essentially has an inherent coolness in much the same way that a material that is higher density like marble would have a more inherently cool feel than a less dense material like wood. So that's the cover, and then of course these side panels, just a nice upscale looking side panel. I would add this was quite a bit of work to cut this open, so I think it's reflective of the fact that this is a very well constructed mattress. And there are 4 total handles on this mattress. You got 2 on each side of the mattress. They are functional handles. We actually used them to lift this mattress. I wouldn't depend on them 100%, you know, blindly if I was twisting the mattress around or whatever, because this is an extremely heavy mattress. But nonetheless, we have used them and they did hold up quite well. We didn't have any concerns on that front. So there you have it. That's pretty much the materials and the construction of this Buckingham Plush pillow top mattress. Okay, so now I just want to sum up kind of my take on this mattress, and I want to key in on a couple things that I find unique and compelling about this mattress. I'll start with the zoning in the latex layers of this mattress. This is a unique approach to zoning in a mattress. A lot of times we've talked about mattresses that have coil units that are zoned. This zoning is coming from the pin core hole pattern in the latex layers. When you have 13 inches of those latex layers, all of which share that same patterning, you're going to get that kind of a pretty significant amount of that zoning effect. And I find that to be very compelling, particularly for back sleepers, for whom you're going to find that that lumbar area of your back is well supported, but also for side sleepers. We talked about how side sleepers are your shoulder's going to be allowed to sink a little bit more deeply into the mattress. It will support your side, your waist as well. And of course, we talked about that side sleepers are also going to benefit from very good pressure relief on this mattress. So that also relates to that same zoning characteristic. The other thing I want to key in on that's I think very compelling and unique about this mattress is the use of quilting, foam quilting on top of the latex. That gives this mattress a very unique feel. Why is that so unique? Well, for one reason, most mattresses that use a lot of latex are doing so with a very deliberate attempt to key in on being an all-natural mattress. And obviously, polyurethane foam is not natural, but it does add a lot of comfort. It gives it a little bit more of a traditional familiar feel, but it also gives it a certain amount of softness and kind of comfiness that you just can't replicate with latex alone, and you certainly can't replicate with just wool or other purely natural materials that are typically found at the top of a latex mattress. So when you are able to combine the many benefits and virtues of latex with the benefits and virtues of the foam quilting, I think it creates a very compelling combination that is also quite unique. And I think that will be one that a lot of people will appreciate once you lie on this mattress. And I've already seen it even just in the number of people who I've watched try this mattress directly. And we also talked about how this is a mattress that does have excellent edge support on account, again, of that latex. It's a highly durable material. And obviously, if you are someone who is concerned about the use of natural materials or the lack of harmful chemicals in a mattress, this is also going to be an excellent match for you on that front as well. So if all of those factors sound like they could be a good match for you, then we certainly think that both this mattress, this Buckingham Plush pillow top, as well as the rest of the iComfort Pro collection very much are ones that you should consider. So there you have it. We hope you found this to be a helpful review of the Serta iComfort Pro Buckingham Plush pillow top mattress. Now, before I go, I do want to leave you with a few resources that I think will be very helpful for you, no matter whether you're looking at this mattress or any of the other mattresses in the iComfort Pro collection, all of which will be linked to from the description of this video. Number one is the written version of this review. This will contain, obviously, more detail on the assessments we made of this mattress, including detail on our assessments of cooling and durability that we referenced in this video, because those tests have not yet been completed as of the time of this filming. The second feature would be our website, and particularly our comparison tool, our side-by-side comparison tool, which will let you see all of the features and characteristics, all of the assessments we made of those features and characteristics for any of the 7 models in the iComfort Pro collection. You'll be able to view them all side by side, so no matter which model you're considering, you'll get a nice convenient snapshot of all the assessments we made of that model, and not only compare them to other models in this iComfort Pro collection, but for that matter, to any other models you may be considering. And the third reference would be the video we did of the entire iComfort Pro collection, because I do believe that that will provide you some important and helpful context on the construction and materials used in these mattresses, as well as some perspective and context around where whichever model it is that you're looking at or considering fits into that whole broader collection. So please be sure to take advantage of those resources. And in the meantime, we thank you for watching, and we really hope you sleep well.